You have to make a little bit of investment. I saw something LeBron James spends over $1 million a year on his body. If you're an entrepreneur, your body is an expense for your business. If you do not take care of it, it's going to take care of your business, meaning you're just going to put you out of business. If you're an entrepreneur dealing with neck pain, back pain, wrist pain, ankle pain, hip pain, any pain of any type that's affecting your mindset, that's affecting your business, this video is for you. We're going to break down a number of different things I've used to fix my problems throughout the years. I use these things every single week. We're going to talk about things you put in your body, things that you use outside your body, like yoga rollers, stretch bar extenders, all sorts of different things that are going to help you fix your body, which will fix your mind. When the mind and body work together, that'll fix your business will fix your bank account will fix your future. Let's get into it. I'm about to show you guys what these are. These are called yoga rollers. If you're an entrepreneur and you sit at the desk all day long, what you're doing is you're putting pressure down on your hips. And what happens is in nature, I'm looking around, I don't see any chairs except those fake ones created by people. There's no chairs in nature is what my doctor told me. What do? We squat, right? But what do we do as entrepreneurs? We sit all day, messing up our lower back, messing up our hips, and causing our ribs to get all hunched over and compacted and they get all locked up. So let's show you how to break this open, release some scar tissue, and release that back pressure, and then pull back the shoulders and get the body moving in the opposite direction when it's been stuck in the wrong direction for so long. Okay, so what we're gonna do some just basic yoga roller exercises. Now, I recommend you guys do yoga in general, which we'll talk about, but one of the best things to do is just a couple times a day is to get this on your lower back, make sure you're squared up, and just to roll out. You probably heard my back pop right there. I don't know if you hear that. This is just one of the ways that you can roll out a lot of stiffness in your back. Now you can also turn around and you can roll out your hips right here, lay on it, kind of roll out these locking points, just like this, because we're always dealing with major issues. You can also even turn around and sit on it like this and roll out the back of your thighs. Feel anywhere where there's a lockup, roll over it. You want the pressure on it and you'll feel it start to release. So this is going to be a foam roller. It's softer. It's not as rigid. This right here is a little bit harder. It's stiffer. So the harder it is, you have to work up. I start with something small like this, but work on your hips, your ankles, your shoulders, anything that you can find that's tight. Go on YouTube and you're going to see a lot of videos talking about how to target specific parts of your body, but start using a yoga roller. It's going to start freeing things up. Now the next thing I use. Here's number 2, guys. It's called a lumbar extender. So we just looked at what a yoga roller does. That is an active movement. We're rolling back and forth on it, breaking that area up. This is going to be more of a static movement. It's going to be something you want to deep breathe into. You want to lay on this. You're going to lay your lumbar area over this. You can change the setting. So the higher the peak, the more difficult it's going to be. Is creating a bigger bend in your back. You want to work your way up to it, but you want to lay with your back and your spine right in the middle of this. And what this is going to do, it's going to start to reverse that bend in your back that you've hunched over for so long. And a combination of all these things we're doing together is going to fix your problems. Let me show you how to use this here real quick. So I'm just going to lay on this thing, just like this. Now while I'm in this, I'm going to move it around, try to get it in the right position where it feels centered. I'm going to take some deep breaths, and I'm going to try to let my body settle down into it and let it reverse that natural curve in my back. I'm going to take deep breaths in and try to release those ribs and make everything kind of break up. And that is going to help you start to loosen up. Now the next thing. Now what we've done is we've looked at lumbar extenders, yoga rollers. Let's look at this plank board here. What this thing does is it's going to change the way that your body can stretch. It's going to help you use gravity and your own body weight to move past the extended range of motion that you haven't been able to get to normally. So what I mean is, let's take a look at this box. It's inverted. So think about your ankle, right? What happens is we have all sorts of issues with our body where hips and ankles lock up. See the angle of this board? It's changing the angle of my foot. Now, if I stand right here with my feet flat, watch what can happen. I can touch the ground, but I can't go past the ground. The problem is we need to go past that degree of it, or that angle right there, to decompress and release our lower back. So when I stay on this, look at the angle that it's going to change. And what you want to do is you just want to lean back a little bit into it. You may lose your posture a little bit until your knees and ankles are strong enough, but I'm going to create a deeper stretch so you'll feel it all in your legs. I have a little issue because it's on the grass here, but you can see this can change the angle. Now let's look at what happens when I stretch down. I can go past. You're going to get here and you want to take a deep breath. Each time you take a deep breath and release, you'll feel it through the back of your legs, and you'll notice I can start to reach down a little bit deeper. You want to work to change that angle. Now what's going to happen is you can change this plank board. Now this is advanced. This is a little deeper angle. You can imagine as you start to get this up, you want to keep your shoulders out and back. It's going to give you a much deeper stretch, releasing and unlocking parts of your body that you haven't been able to do normally because the ground stops you. Now, you can turn it around. You can do this. Now, a lot of us have issues in our knees, in our hips. So by putting like this, watch what happens. When I squat down, it's going to naturally force my knees out and make me go into a natural squat. So watch what happens. I'm going to have my chest back, chest up, shoulders back, knees forward, and squat. So I'm almost 40 years old, and I had a lot of issues from playing sports, but look what I can do now. I can just come right into it. Maybe even 1 foot. Oh yeah, hate is gonna hate. But what you're looking at here, guys, is the ability to force a new range of motion. So I can do it with 1 foot. I can lean on it, and you can go on the internet. There's multiple different companies that sell these things. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to show you what I do. So you can change the angles. You can do all sorts of different things with this. What you want to think about is a further range of motion than you could do so naturally. On to the next one. If you're an entrepreneur, you're going to be sitting in a chair all day long in front of a computer right there. You can't see it, but I sit in this chair pretty much my whole life, it feels like. I'm going to stand up and show you what I have. This is a Secret Lab gamer chair for the most part. Now think about, what do gamers do? People play video games all the time, or computer games. They sit there all the time. I want you to look into what's called ergonomics. ERGO, finish out the rest. It's essentially making sure things that you're using, like your mouse, your keyboard, and everything, your chair, is lined up to the best alignment that your body is going to have, essentially, without causing weird pressure on your body and weird angles. We're going to have all sorts of carpal tunnel issues and things like that. So the main thing is, if you're going to sit in a chair all day, you want one that has the ability to adjust to your body. You want one that's going to keep you vertical, keep your back up and shoulders forward, so you're not hunched over like this all the time. Shoulders backwards, right? So you want to sit like this, arms out in front, not hunched over, because what this is going to do, you're going to start to get locking points in your shoulders, your clavicle, and then your attention is going to be occupied on the pain in your body. So you want to make sure you have a good chair that can adjust to your body, because you're going to spend a lot of time in it. Now let's go to the next one. Now on top of the chair, what goes in the chair? Take a look at this. This is a special pad. Actually, you may recognize this pad when I pull it out here. Have you ever seen those purple beds? I actually have a purple bed seat cushion. Now what this does, especially for you guys getting older, now you 20-year-old young bucks, doesn't cause too big a problem yet, but it will. So I'm gonna put that back together. So I put this here so I can sit down on something that's softer. It's gonna take the pressure off my lower back and hips. You're not supposed to sit. There's no chairs in nature, is what your doctor will tell you. So anything that can release the pressure off your lower back, your hips, your neck, and your back is gonna release the thoughts being occupied on the pain, which is gonna clear up your mind, meaning more thoughts go to business producing activities instead of just dwelling on what you're already dealing with as far as suffering and chronic pain issues, and your income is gonna go up. So get something to sit on if you're having lower back pain issues, something that's gonna absorb the shock, and get the right type of chair, and it's going to be that much better for you and your business. Let's go on to the next tip. Now, because you use a cell phone all day and you're typing all the time, you're using your hands in ways that they're not supposed to be used. We're having what's called RMI injuries, repetitive motion injuries. You're going to see things like carpal tunnel. You may have numbness coming down your left pinky and your pointer or your ring finger. If you're dealing with anything like this, what you need to understand is there's some certain stretches that can help you get rid of this. I'm gonna give you 3 different stretches right now that I've used over the years that definitely takes the pressure off all these tendons up into the elbow. And what you're gonna do is, the first one is this one. Hold your hand out, turn it down, and pull your fingers like this, and just hold it. Take a deep breath, feel it release. Every time you breathe and let the oxygen release, you should feel a deeper stretch. So you wanna do it down, then you wanna do it out in front of you. Pull your hand back like this. This is the second one. And then the third one. You want down, and pull it towards you. Now, if you do these 3 every single day, I promise you, you're going to free up your wrists, your elbows, which will unlock your shoulders, your neck, because what's that old knee bone's connected to the ankle bone or whatever it is? Everything's connected. So if one part's locked up on one part of your body, we're symmetrical beings, we should fold over. If you draw a line down the middle and fold us, you need to loosen up, break it up. Use those yoga rollers, use the stretches, free these things up, break open the scar tissue, release your body, and you're not gonna have to think about the pain all the time. And when you stop thinking about the pain, you'll think about your business, and your business will grow, your income will as well. Let's go to the next one. If your body's locked up and you're tight all the time, it's miserable. Your mind is focused on your body, not on your business. So you need to be stretching. It's not just stretching, you need to be building strength in the positions that you're stretching into. And yoga does this. I've been doing yoga on and off throughout my whole life. Currently, right now, I've been back into yoga, and it's been doing wonders for me, just to be honest. I want to show you something really quick. If you cannot do what I'm about to do, we're not going to go into all these different poses. I show you my scorpion poses and all these world-class yoga moves I can do, but we don't have time. We're running out of time on this video. I just want to show you the flexibility that comes from actually doing yoga. So by stretching and doing yoga, look at this. I'm 38 years old, going on 40, and I can go straight down. and back up. If you cannot do that, I guarantee you you're in pain right now. You're having some issues that you don't even want to acknowledge. Sometimes we've been so messed up for so long, we're so tight because we haven't stretched in forever that we don't even know how bad we are. I would highly recommend starting to go on YouTube, find some good stretching routines. I use Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. So you guys remember Diamond Dallas Page from the wrestling days? That's what I do for yoga. It has absolutely changed my life. So if you're stretching out and also doing yoga, you're building strength in that new position. You can start to build up these little stabilizer muscles in your knees and your elbows. You're breaking up all that scar tissue. And also when you're doing yoga, you're stretching out your muscles, pumping blood through your body, releasing all the locking points. And when you have blood circulating your body, what do you think that does? It increases your energy levels. And do you think you can build a bigger, better business with higher energy levels and less of your mind being occupied on tight places in your body? Let's go to the next one. I talked a little bit about what you need to be drinking. More water, less sugar, less Red Bulls, less coffee. But it's good to eat well too. So what do you think we need to be eating? Obviously, fruits and vegetables. So let me show you what I start out with. Now, I like watermelon Red Bull, but I also like watermelon fruit snacks. Now, so you hear the term like seedless watermelon. They're liars, right? There's those little white ones in there. There's 0 seeds in these organic watermelon chews. Not any of the random little black ones that they always lie about. I don't know how they get away with that. Seedless, and then I bite into one. Even if they have just those little white ones, still a problem, right? Fully seedless. Now, I'm just kidding, but I'm not kidding in a way that you can also still have a little bit of bad stuff, but start thinking about your diet. This is not a diet video. This is just pointing out the better the fuel that you put in your body, the faster the fuel goes through the body and charges the body. Don't put crap in the body if you want crappy results. So I'm getting ready to go to bed. I've been doing this video all day for you guys, and sleep is the last thing we want to talk about. It's one of the most important things you need in your life and in business in general. And so look at what I got here. I got a special bed. It's got vibration up top. It's got vibration below. I can come and raise this up if I want. I can lift the bed up. You can see it's coming up. Now you have to make a little bit of investment. I saw something LeBron James spends over $1 million a year on his body. If you're an entrepreneur, your body is an expense for your business. If you do not take care of it, it's going to take care of your business, meaning you're just going to put you out of business. You need a bed that's going to make your body better. I used to sleep on a bed that didn't fit my body, and guess what happened? It broke my body. Find the right bed for you, make sure it's supporting you, and then on top of that, make sure you understand that you need enough sleep. One of the biggest things I see in the world of entrepreneurship right now is this: I have to grind 24 hours a day and never sleep. If you sleep more than you grind, I promise you, your income will be higher. I used to push 16, 20-hour days all the time for years. When I dropped down to 10 or 12-hour days, took more time off for myself, more hobby time, more time to just reflect, and had more sleeping hours and better sleeping hours, my income skyrocketed, my business exploded. It was pushing those long hours for years that I thought I was supposed to do to be cool for other entrepreneurs that actually kept my businesses from growing. Stop pushing the midnight oil, back off a little bit, increase your sleeping schedule, meaning have more quality hours of sleep, have a better bed, have a more refreshed future. When you start every day, better off. You're going to thank me later. I'll see you guys on the next one.